What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to explode your scoring by mastering different kinds of overhand shots. Now, I had someone comment on YouTube the other day. I was talking about how to do overhand layups, and this guy was like, doesn't it bother anyone else that he calls them overhand layups? They're floaters. I'm like, no, they're not floaters. Not every overhand shot is a floater. So let's talk about, first of all, the different types of shots, because if you can master these, you're going to be able to score in a lot of different areas around the court, get your shot off in a lot of different game situations, and make a higher percentage of your shots. Put all that together, and you can see how that can explode your scoring really, really quickly. I've seen this happen for a lot of players that I work with when we add these different elements to their game. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to link you to another YouTube video with the different types of underhand shots. So let's talk about the 4 different main types of overhand shots, and then the different types of releases you can do with it. So the first one's going to be your jump shot, right? From 3-point land up to 15 feet, maybe even 10 feet. A jump shot, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I think you know what the jump shot is. Second one is going to be for more around 15 feet, and it's really similar to the jump shot. It's the runner. Typically, though, when players do the runner, they're going to go 1-2 step into it, and they're going to release the basketball a little bit more with one hand. So that's your second option. Great shot to get off that 1-2 step, get it off in rhythm and on stride, get a nice bounce on the rim with that back spin. And that shot's really tough to block. Click that like button if that tip helps, and leave me a comment, say this helps. Then you got your floater. So with the floater, there's a couple different things we want to keep in mind with the release. We'll talk about that more at the end of the video with the releases. But with that, you're basically typically going to jump off of 2 feet, and you want to get it a little bit higher arcing. Typically for this one, it's going to be a one-hand release, whereas the runner, some players do a little bit more like a jump shot. Leave me a comment. Let me know what NBA player you think is best with overhand finishes. And then you got your overhand layups, which obviously are closer to the rim. It's going to be a little bit of a tighter release, and there's a lot of things you can do on how you release the basketball with that. This one's great for taking contact, shielding off the defender, but you could also do that with your underhand layup. Just puts the ball in a little bit different position. It's also great for trying to finish over defenders, or even if you just want to get to the rim quickly. And it's the way I recommend, and I think a lot of coaches recommend, players learn how to do their layups first. Some coaches do prefer underhand. I think it's great that players get both down because it gives them different options for different game situations. At the end of this video, I'll link you to another YouTube video that shows you the different types of underhand shots similar to this video. So let's talk releases. Obviously, you've got your lots of backspin, which is going to be on your jump shot typically, and also on your runner. Most players are going to do it with some backspin. Some players like to get a lot of backspin on that floater. I personally, and I know a lot of other players, if you watch some NBA players, they like on that though to get no rotation on that shot. I personally like to use that no spin release because if it does hit the rim, it tends to just kind of bounce up and down on the rim, straight up and down, and then a lot of times you'll get a nice roll off of it. For me, some players find that they get a better bounce with backspin. Play around with it, see what works with you, and stick with that. And you could also do that no spin on your layups. Me personally, on my layups, I like to put no backspin on them when I'm doing an overhand layup. And then there's 2 unorthodox releases you can do from this overhand position. So we talked in the underhand video, you can do an outside ball spin. Well, from the overhand, you can do that too. It's a little bit harder to get that spin, but what that'll allow you to do is finish wider on the backboard than you typically would. So you can finish in an area where defenders won't expect, or if maybe you're shielding off the defender and you can't really get the shot off here, it opens up the option to finish here and then put the spin on the basketball so when it hits the backboard, it pulls it across and you can still make those shots. And then the probably most unorthodox would be coming inside with the ball spin. So I'll keep it on the left side to keep things consistent for you to see, but you would do that usually on the other side to have it spin. Sort of like on this side, how we would want it to pull it across the backboard. You could do that. Or to finish maybe further this way, if I'm on this side, then the defender would expect, and that'll make it so it hits the backboard coming this way, and then as soon as it hits the backboard, it'll typically drop straight down. So it gives you different options of different areas to finish around the rim. So here's the video with the different types of underhand layups. If this video helped, click the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to catch the newest videos.